You know, one of my favorite stories about your mom is when you were picking out your number. I think this was high school.
Actually, it was like junior high.
Junior high school.
Yeah, young kid.
And everybody wants 23 for obvious reasons. And even you kind of maybe want 23. And she said, you know what, you're not going to get 23. Make your own number.
I was shooting for a lot of the more popular numbers at that time. 21, which is Dominique. Magic Johnson, 32. Bird, 33. Sometimes I sit there and think, yeah, why do I have 15? But it's a number that stuck with me for some reason. And then I knew, when I really knew I was going to stick with 15 was my freshman year. I played on the varsity as a freshman. I was a point guard at that time, believe it or not. And we're sitting in the stands and coaches handing out uniforms. Okay, you're going to be this number, you're going to be this number. So I'm the only freshman. So, you know, the seniority thing. And he says, Vince, sorry, you're going to be stuck with number 15. Biggest smile on my face ever. He didn't know that that's what I wanted anyway.
Wow.
And from then on, I knew I was supposed to have a number.
I know your stepfather and your mom are so instrumental, educators, people who love you. They're really Team Carter. If you could speak in a few minutes what that woman, though, specifically has meant. Obviously your dad, too. But why she's been the corner of your life, why she's been in your heart.
She's a workhorse. My mom asked me for a raise like every other week.
She asked you for a raise?
Yeah, every other week. Every other week, just because of the things that...
I think she earns it, though.
Yeah.
You going to give it to her?
Maybe. It's just been amazing. Anywhere, any game, and she's there.
If I ask you one question to fill in the blank, I want you to do it. When it's all said and done, at the end of my career, I want people to say, what?
That he made a difference on the court and off the court, mentally, not just physically.
Before the tip, let's check in with Ahmad Rashad. Ahmad?
All right, thanks, Tom. A lot of talk about all the stars today, Vince Carter, Jason Kidd, Penny Hardaway, but do not be surprised if this is the coming out party for Tracy McGrady, a young man who has played so well. He's moved himself into the starting lineup. And another side story is that his favorite player, his idol, is Penny Hardaway. He's worn Penny's number when he was in high school. He's wearing number 1 right now. He says every time he plays against Penny, anything could happen. We will find out what will happen in just a few minutes. Tom?
All right, Ahmad.
How old is Penny?
Tracy's only 20 years old. That'll shake you up in a minute. Maybe we ought not tell Penny that.
Well, the Phoenix Suns have adjusted their lineup. Luke Longley has not...
Against Carter. Double down from McGrady momentarily. Re-entry Gugliotta. Ball fake and the spin. Nice move. Last time
And Charles Oakley.
Kicks it back outside where Kidd chases it down, sneaking a peek at the shot clock. And it didn't make any difference as Clifford Robinson knocks it down for fence over his career, having to defend the bigger Longley. And there's McGrady. 7 straight points. Now Oakley picks him up on the switch. Deflected it, but right to Carter. For a jam. No good. Long rebound. Carter. There's one more that you can add to the season were evident. Oakley stripped it for a moment. Luke Longley gets it back. Hardaway. Pretty move, Penny Hardaway.
7 in the quarter, 2-point advantage, Toronto.
Doesn't in the game for Tracy. Kidd. Jason Kidd looking for his shot for
the Phoenix Suns, and let's see if that defensive attitude steps up and closes out the third quarter of play, and they make it difficult for
Now nothing's difficult. 2-on-1 break for the Suns. Kidd takes it all the way. Jason Kidd
play under control. He's going to get a shot.
Right to the rim. Well, that's spin move.
And it's really what gets the Toronto Raptors in trouble is their own impatience. And when they are patient, they're a tough team. And when Vince Carter is making shots like that,
who knows patience?
There's a smile on the face of Vince Carter.
To be free, to be free, to be free, want the people to be free. get down, got to have work, got to have that love. Peace and understanding, one life, one aim, one voice, one fight.
Normally you find Chris Rock in a Knicks game, but he's here to see Vince Carter and the Raptors today at the Air Canada Center with Samuel Jackson.
Thank you very much for joining us.
They doubled again. They took it away. They're trying to post it, I should say. Comes right back though to Marion, who jams it home. To Livingston. It's a two, actually, two. Had a foot on the line. Searching long and hard.
Well, you know, it's when he takes it. He can make it. And it's just a question of taking it under control. That was a control.
Raptors. Nice pass for the jam. Rodney Rogers.
Tracy also told me that he really enjoys playing with Vince, and he said that they could be the next Jordan and Pippen. And I said, who would you be? He said, I would be Pippen. Tom?
Last time we had him on.
A two-point game, and it's going to be Carter that's going to have to start bringing him back. Whoa!
Oh, with a spin, Vince Carter.
Between him and the quarters.
Carter for three. He has 20.
Hit again. 20 already?
Hardaway has answered. The two stars back and forth. 2.5 minutes left till halftime.
Vince Carter now the responsibility of defending Penny Hardaway, and every time these bad things have happened, Hardaway back-to-back buckets.
And 9 points in the first half. Vince Carter complaining earlier that he wouldn't get any calls. He was in the lane so much, he needed more calls. He's getting the calls today and making free throws. Meanwhile, speaking of making good, Hardaway.
It is a quiet comeback story. Initially, they thought they were going to have this great backcourt combination. He had some problems adjusting. Then he got hurt. So he's making his way.
Throws it where no one can get it. And the first half comes to an end. Rodney Rogers was spectacular for Phoenix, scoring 16 points in 17 minutes off the Phoenix bench. But Vince Carter, just too shy of the all-time Toronto first-half scoring record.
And how about the play of this CBA refugee, Adrian Griffin? Guys all over the floor, getting a hand on a ball, then feeds Tony Battie inside. 54-47. He had 5 steals on the night, did number 44.
He's making the right play, Ernie. He's just giving it up. He makes the steal, but instead of going for himself, he gave a nice pass up, prepared for the dunk.
And it turns into a Kenny Anderson three-pointer. Now we go late in the fourth quarter. This is a battle of unbeatens here. Remember Charlotte trying to go 3-0, and they had some fight left in them. Eldon Campbell had 13 on the night. Rick Pitino watching what appeared to be an easy victory fade away, but then Eddie Jones has it knocked away by the garbage man, they call him, Adrian Griffin. And the Boston Celtics, for the first time since 1990, are 3-0. They win at 103-100, and afterwards Rick Pitino, oh, he was just talking about this guy Adrian Griffin.
Might as well watch. Oh, nothing good. To the rim, nothing there. Here's Carter with a screen. Three-pointer on its way. Phoenix with the ball down by 5. Hardaway calling for it against Carter. Backing down, high, arching shot, up, down, and through. Hardaway is having a big game. Crossover dribble, and Carter is fouled, and he needed help.
Well, Cliff initially did a good job of slowing him down, and with most players that are dominant right-handed players, he...
And, of course, this game is the first of 3 on NBC today. Coming up next, most of you will see Allen Iverson and the 76ers against the New York Knicks. Others will see a rematch of the Western semis from a year ago as Portland hosts Utah. Then in Game 3, the Houston Rockets with Steve Francis take on Kobe Bryant, Shaq, and the Lakers. Some see the Spurs and the T-Wolves. A triple header.
Here in the third.
I think he might have known this was his NBC coming out party. Hardaway draws the foul and one. Googs now. McGrady slapped it away. Oakley gives it up to McGrady. combined to Davis, then dives to the rim. Nothing there. Here's Carter with a screen. Three-pointer on its way. Odd, reminding us that Penny Hardaway with a new start as a Phoenix Sun, and got a tattoo that says Part 2, Heaven Sent. There it is. Which is a new start for him. And an effort to revitalize a career that had had just a bit of tarnish his last year or so in Orlando, and playing now for his former Magic. Notice that.
Rodgers for three.
Rodgers finds the bottom of the net from three-point range.
Steps up and closes out the third quarter of play, and they make it difficult for
Now nothing's difficult. You sure you don't want to coach? There's a steal the other way. Bogues to Willis. The Suns have lost their shooting touch after hitting 67%.
After they've been able to get there, they've been able to knock them down. 6:13 to go in the game. You hear the crowd.
Carter with a steal. Might as well.
Yeah, but we've seen that before.
Don't you have anything new? Come on.
Marion, and he missed, trying to go back to Carter.
Baseline jumper. Oh, tried to lob it. Hardaway deflected. Here's Penny Hardaway.
And sometimes that's all you can do defensively. If a player's shooting well, you just got to live with it.
Take that. Incredible.
You got to come back to me at the other end. I got to do some damage on this guy and get him down. Carter over the top.
Vince Carter shoots.
Move people quickly. Give Carter a chance to make it happen.
Okay. 41 for Carter. Hardaway for three. Penny Hardaway.
He's ready to roll.
Gugliotta nearly got it from Oakley. Loose ball. Live ball, and Hardaway will put it home.
Beginning of the second quarter here, he had a pass. Nobody rotated over and forced him to make a bad pass.
Now, he tells me that even when he's playing, he can hear.
2-point lead, and you looked at Clifford Robinson, who scored 50 on January 16th. Allen Iverson matched that total in an NBC game. Vince Carter with his career-high 47 against the Milwaukee Bucks earlier this season. He has 43 today. I think Butch Carter would say, you got to let that one go. Here's Hardaway nailing a three, and the Suns are right back in it.
You know, he said, I just can't lay it up.
To number 15, quick double team. Gugliotta and Kidd knocked away, and then he puts it in. Somehow Carter recovered, and he has 51 points. Career high. And that's it. Game over. Game over. Toronto holds on to win. Vince Carter superb in victory. A career-high 51 points.
The finale on the first round for Vince Carter.
Oh, it did not. It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Great Western Forum, a sellout tonight as the crowd files in. The starting lineup for the Sacramento Kings. One of 3 teams in the NBA to start the same 5 for every game. Indiana, Philadelphia, the others. And the rookie Jason Williams and Tariq Abdul-Wahed are the guards. That's a rookie and a second-year guard. And up front, Corliss Williamson and Chris Webber flank Vlade Divac, who played 9 years with the Lakers. These games here in the home of the Lakers, and the top easily controlled by LA. Kobe Bryant, and he is guarded by Tariq Abdul-Wahed. Here's Kobe Bryant, and finger rolls it in, and Kobe gets his first points of the game. Misses, and Webber the rebound. The Kings are down by 5. They have the ball. Williamson works his way in, and now it is a game. So the Sacramento Kings, who beat the Lakers
team, they were all 19 to 21 years of age, Dick. And then who's the later 10 of these guys have played in the NBA.
Fantastic. Phenomenal.
Trent was there, so they said, look, let's get something definitely in return, and they got Levi.
Glenn Rice hitting, that's a 2-point basket.
Sacramento, they got to pay attention.
And good steal and a good sandwich job on Kobe Bryant. Jason Williams behind his back, and the basket. Great pass by Jason Williams to
dribble handoff, intercepted by Jason Williams. That's a step on Aaron Williams. Lobs to Webber with one hand. He sends in some thunder from down under, baby.
Matchup.
In the lane finds Kobe Bryant, and Bryant hits his second in a row. So the 20-year-old with him. Mentioned Shaq's numbers because he is on the bench now with Reed replacing him. Here is Glenn Rice over Divac hitting. Glenn Rice hitting it.
Well, they say that they put in a lot of movement in there, and this is the guy right here. I want to see Rice get back to the slashing, the posting up. Come on, Michael, you got to push. You got an advantage.
Abdul-Wahed. Tell you what, this team has a lot more chemistry than they've had.
There you go.
Chris Webber on the lob pass. Now a 3-point Kings lead, and Jason Williams in the backcourt. Here's Maxwell firing a 3.
Hands of Mad Max. Up in the front court, it comes to Jason Williams. Little shake and bake behind the back, between the wicket dribble. Off the dribble to Thunderbird, leans back in the lazy boy and snags a left-handed 15-footer. On
2 minutes gone by. Here is the flashy Jason Williams.
So seeing a lot of bullfighting with the with the cape.
The old matador. I was in Spain this summer, and Jason Williams hits. So Jason Williams, who is still averaging 13
side or facing the basket out to 17 or 18 feet.
With a good feed into Robert Horry, who cleans up. So Horry now with 3 points in the game.
5-point shooters on the floor, Dick. The only post-up guy is J.R. Reed. But you know you can always run Kobe in there to command a double team.
Jason Williams with a long 3. So Jason Williams in the lead.
Dick, he's led centers in assists for the last 2 seasons, and he's also leading again this year.
Derek Harper, unmolested, lays it in. So he thought, who haunted a lot of us.
Yes, he did.
Many, many times. Kobe Bryant trying to spin baseline, pulls up and hits. Kobe Bryant now is the lay-in. The rebound by Horry, gets another good pass out. Who slams it through, and the Lakers are showtime tonight.
That's why I'm glad we put up.
J.R. Reed is now replacing Shaquille O'Neal in the low post against Vlade Divac, who scores inside. Rick Fox, who has and Divac hits them both.
Plenty of time here to get a good shot.
Final shot of the first half, and Derek Harper makes the shot, and Jason Williams, who according to Rick Adelman, who's been around, he says he can do things with the ball that I haven't seen since the likes of Pistol Pete Maravich. So that's high praise, but and sometimes you make a the Kings trying to get it off. It does not count, misses.
All of these guys, Divac.
Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Just give me the light and pass the joe. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me know my sides and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. Cause I'm in the vibes and I got my dough. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, them looking hype and I got to know. Good idea, you're protector, you're buffing every sector. Everyone around them wants when you're inspector. But you know let them threaten and grill you with no lecture. But them for a drill, now them fuel injector. But them are infector, disease collector. Now for them a go like them one from wreck you. Don't know the part where you got in your sector. But you know you're not let them guy they affect you, yo, girl. Just give me the light and pass the joke.
First in half-court basketball.
And when you look at the deals he's been involved with, UB, the names of the players who have been exchanged, but what about the draft picks?
Well, you know, the first draft he was picked first, Hardaway third. They switched, and Orlando got Hardaway and 3 first-round picks. Then he was traded to Washington for Tom Gugliotta, and Golden State got the 3 first-round picks back. Then, in this next major trade, Mitch Richmond, Otis
Harper working against the rookie, leaves it for O'Neal on the baseline, and Shaq gets another try at it and ties the game.
It has the stack right there.
Have had 6 rebounds, all off of the defensive glass. But the Lakers give it up, and Jason Williams, who was 1 for 5 from trying to go baseline against Tariq Abdul-Wahid, and O'Neal cleans up. Shaq now with 15. And by the way, Shaquille O'Neal, number 1 in the NBA in the shooting percentage at 58%, is 10 of 13 from the field thus far. There's Divac going for 3, and the big man hits it. Lonnie Divac, a former Laker, NBA championship campaigns. And the pass inside, saved. They get it into the double team with Divac and Weber. Great feed to Rodman, and 3-second violation called against the Lakers nullifies a very nifty passing sequence.
Now for an NBA.
On an 18-4 run on the steal, Fisher leaves it for Kobe Bryant, and that gets everyone out of their seats. It's now a 20 for the Kings. Kobe Bryant has 14 and Shaq 13 for LA, and now Derek Harper gets into the act, and it's no double team here. And Shaquille O'Neal easily goes up over.
Now, if you're not going to double team him, Divac cannot even. Weber at one end, Shaq at the other. We're going to have somebody get knocked out with one of these dunks if the ball ever hits him in the head.
Weber hits the jumper. He was left open, and Chris.
The game is over. We're down over 20-some-odd points, and then somehow we get back into the game.
Kobe Bryant with a wild shot. And he kind of forced it that time over Tariq Abdul-Wahid. And now the Kings trying to narrow it again. Jason Williams hits a 3. It's one of those shots where it goes out saying you rushed it. You should have had patience. It goes in. You say great shot. Dick looking into Kobe Bryant. Bryant has it with 9 on the shot clock. Under a minute to go in the third. And Bryant with a difficult shot. Kobe Bryant. Jason Williams, meanwhile, who's been a whirling dervish in there, fires it out. Divac, good pass. 10 on the shot clock. This is the best Lakers sequence defensively we've seen, but it ends up as a 3-point basket anyway for Vlade, who's got 7-1. Bryant with 22. That's 43 between them. Here's Kobe Bryant going up and hitting the shot.
And then broke it wide open. So right now, Sacramento, they got to pay attention.
And the basket by Tariq Abdul-Wahid. And the basket. Jason Williams shadowed by Derek Harper with 10 on the shot clock. The bounce pass to Williamson. A great pass by Jason Williams to Corliss Williamson.
But they also need Williamson and Wahid to keep in. They're only 5 for 16.
Kobe Bryant with his first 3-point basket. So
catch, you can get down screens, you can take people off the dribble. So anything can happen here. Now this is a very unpredictable team. Remember, they're 6 for 12 in the second half and 3. Look out! Look out!
Will put it up and the by Chris Webber. Webber on the tip-in with 0.4 of a second to go, and the Lakers will call a timeout. Chris Webber and the Sacramento Kings have defeated the Lakers for only the 4th time in Los Angeles in 32 tries. Chris Webber with 29 points and 10 rebounds leading the way. Big help from Vlade Divac.
jailbreak for the Raptors. Counted 4-on-1 up top.
Got to do it.
First shot. Let's go home. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship. Brady, who's in back in the game.
Let's go home. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, one of my favorite stories about your mom is when you were picking out your number. I think this was high school.
Actually, it was like junior high.
Junior high school.
Yeah, young kid.
And everybody wants 23 for obvious reasons. And even you kind of maybe want 23. And she said, you know what, you're not going to get 23. Make your own number.
I was shooting for a lot of the more popular numbers at that time. 21 is Dominique, Magic Johnson, 32, Bird, 33.